Robert Perez.
Morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. Why were you late?
I was having car trouble now, and my alarm didn't work. Sorry,
Can't be late. You understand?
sorry, ma. Apologize.
All right, the court is calling 2023 CR 3275, State of Texas versus Robert Perez. Now parties announced for the record for the state.
Jason Garahan, Your Honor.
Defense.
George John Barton.
Are you Mr. Perez?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, you received all the discovery and did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Showing you what's entitled application for community supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Showing you the true bill of indictment. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
No, Your Honor, we're proceeding on count one alone, waiving count two and its enhancements.
Any objections?
No objections, Your Honor.
Showing you what's entitled court admonishments and defendants waivers and affidavit of admonitions. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you're being charged in count one with tampering with evidence with intent to impair as a third-degree felony? Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
No.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court doesn't follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state will call, and the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by entering this plea bargain agreement, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case? Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I do, Your Honor.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
I believe he was.
Mr. Perez, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Has anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial, showing you the plea bargain page. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 5 years in the prison. There's a $2,000 fine. There's no application for deferred adjudication, and the state recommends community supervision. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
State.
That is, Your Honor.
Showing you the waiver of appeal paragraph. Did you review that paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
I don't believe so, Your Honor.
Outside the agreement, state is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 5 years. There'll be a TAP evaluation and 200 hours community service restitution. Did you understand that was a recommendation from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, ma'am.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No content.
State any evidence?
Yes, Your Honor. State exhibit number one with office attachments.
No objections, Your Honor.
State, you may be excused. Showing you what's entitled waiver and consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, after reviewing state's exhibits 1 and attachments, court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are we proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Yes, Your Honor. My client realized that, understands that he made a mistake, Your Honor, and I think, you know, it was something that he understands that he made a mistake and he's accepting responsibility for it today, Your Honor. We are asking the court to follow the agreement and so that he can go ahead and proceed forward and prove to the court that this was essentially an aberrant behavior. I understand he did have some stuff that transgressions that occurred in the past, but those were a long time ago, and he is working now, and he has children that he's helping to take care of. That he I think one has autism and the other one has a disability, Your Honor, and he works with the mother on those, and so they alternate between, while one watches the kids, the other one goes to work, and vice versa. So he does have people at home that he needs to help out and take care of, and he just wants to try to get his foot behind him, Your Honor.
All right, when you're drug tested today, what are the results going to be? And you will be drug tested today.
Clean. I haven't done.
All right, so we're going to do a drug test today, and then I'll make my sentence.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so are you able to go to the restroom now?
I think so.
All right, so we're going to do a UA today. All right, we are back on the record in 2023 CR 3275, State of Texas versus Robert Pettis. All right, Mr. Pettis, you took a UA. What do you think the results were?
Negative.
Your Honor, it's my understanding that it came back positive for
A meth?
methamphetamine. And I've spoken to my client. He is adamant that he has not used any narcotics. I even admonished.
Let me do
him.
this. You gave up your right to remain silent. You're under oath. Why do I have a positive UA for meth? And let's do this. We're going to start over as though this is my first time talking to you, okay? So why would you be positive for any drug? Think back in your mind. Were you around somebody? Did you use something?
Maybe I was around somebody and
All right.
touched it.
So,
I don't know.
so you were around somebody and maybe you touched it?
I don't know how it works now, but
All right. Everyone needs to whisper. And I'm sorry, sir, you need to speak up. I'm having trouble hearing you. The court reporter is.
okay.
So how would you end up testing positive? And state, I believe this is your case still. So other than touching meth, how might you have rendered a positive UA for the court?
That's the only way I know how I got it, because I have a lot of family members that, I don't know how I would.
When's the last time you used?
The day that I got arrested.
And what's your drug of choice?
I don't have a drug of choice.
Here's the thing. You are agreeing to be on probation.
Yes.
When I ask these questions, I'm asking these questions so I can figure out what conditions you need so you can be successful. I have sent people to prison before. Probation will tell you that. Your attorney will tell you that. The deputies will tell you that.
Yes, sir.
And I always try to give people the tools they need to be successful so I don't have to send them to prison. I take no joy in sending people to prison, but I will send you to prison potentially if you violate probation. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So I'm trying to figure out what conditions you need so you can be successful. Now, if you want to stand before me and pretend that you're positive for meth because you previously touched meth from somewhere else, then what you're telling me is you don't need any drug treatment. And if you're telling me you don't need any drug treatment, I had better not get a motion to revoke because you're testing positive. And I can tell you right now, I'm going to put you on the UA hotline. So again, we're back to, Why are you rendering a positive UA to me for meth? And you need to be honest. And if you're saying, hey, I haven't used drugs since this day, then I will send you off into this world with no drug treatment because obviously you don't need any. You have made your program and your program has been successful. You know why you're positive for meth. I was not with you. Your attorney was not with you. So if you want to continue with, I don't know how I got positive for meth, and maybe I touched meth, and tell me you don't need any drug treatment, I will not give you any. You will be on the UA hotline. And what I can tell you on the UA hotline, it's random and you test weekly.
All right, Mama. I don't want to disrespect you or nothing, but I might have like 3 days, 4 days ago, maybe.
All right, so why are you being dishonest with me? Why do I have to pull teeth for you to tell me what your issues are so I can give you conditions so that you can be successful? Obviously, the state wants you to have probation. They offered it.
Okay.
You accepted it. I want you to be successful at probation because otherwise you're just wasting everybody's time. And I could just say, oh, let's just send you to prison for 5 years. Is that what you want?
I do not want that. Yeah.
So let's pretend like this is the first time I'm speaking to you.
Okay.
When have you been using meth and how often?
I don't, I mean, it's a recreational thing, I guess. I mean, I'm not, I would just,
I don't know.
I mean,
Your attorney was not with you, so he doesn't know how often you use drugs.
if it says positive, I guess, I mean, yeah, I'm positive, but.
No,
And Your Honor,
it's
if I may,
not-
I've admonished him that if he was honest about any usage, that he can go ahead and tell it without repercussions of fear of additional charges or anything like that. And this is mainly just to determine treatment programs, if any are necessary, and that he doesn't have to be concerned about being forthcoming and honest at this point in time, because it's not like he's going to be looking at facing additional charges.
no. So what's your drug of choice and how often are you using?
Every weekend, I guess I would say.
Well, I mean, let's not guess. You know how often you're using drugs. And here's the thing. It is 12:46 p.m. Everybody in here wants to have lunch.
Okay.
Some of us, like myself, I haven't even had breakfast. So let's not have me continue to pull teeth from you.
Yes, ma'am.
Just be 100% honest. You're old enough. You're not a child. So just be honest with me. How often are you using meth?
Like once a week now.
When's the last time you used?
Like 4 days ago or
Don't tell me 4 days ago because it
3
wouldn't
days
still
ago.
be in your system.
3.
Was it Monday? Today is Monday. Did you use today?
No, ma'am.
Did you use yesterday?
No, ma'am. The day before.
All right, so you used on Saturday.
Yeah.
And were you taking care of your children on Saturday?
No, ma'am.
All right. So this is what the court is going to, I'm sorry, are you employed? What do you do?
I'm a mechanic, ma'am.
No one wants you fixing their brakes if you're high. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, the court is going to find you guilty, sentence you to 5 years in prison, suspended and probated for 5 years. There's to be gang supervision, $2,000 fine probated, TAP evaluation. Follow the recommendations of TAP. If TAP recommends inpatient treatment, we'll start with intensive outpatient treatment. I'm going to want 90 sober meetings in 90 days. There's to be 200 hours of community service restitution. We're going to do parenting classes and probation. It can either be compadre, triple P, or rainbows. And once he completes parenting classes, the court will deem 150 hours of community service restitution satisfied. I'm going to want the UA hotline until further notice. Proof of employment. within 30 days. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. No unsupervised contact with minors until further notice. Field visits one time every 3 months until further notice. Probation, is there anything else he needs? Just 1 second. Did I say regular reporting?
You did not.
All right, regular reporting by Zoom or in person. Okay. Is there anything else, probation?
You want to do a felony drug court referral?
Yes, we can do felony drug court referral, but the issue may be
Oh,
the gang membership.
Yeah.
So it's the Lost Boys or something. What is it called? It's in the police report.
Yes, ma'am. LA boys. But
Yeah, LA Boys.
But that's when I was a kid.
All right, well, we can see.
When I was a kid, man.
All right, what does LA stand for? Is that supposed to be Los Angeles?
Lanier Athletics.
Oh, Lanier Athletics. Okay. All right. Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
No, ma'am. I'm sorry for wasting people's time.
No, it's just, I like for people to be honest with me, especially when everybody's trying to help you be a good father to your children and be a good citizen, okay? All right, I'm showing you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it?
Not-
All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we can go off the record. You're gonna have to do better.
Yes,
You have
ma'am.
children,
I will.
okay?
I will, ma'am.
All right, and if there's an issue in this court, to be successful on probation, communication is key. So if there's an issue, discuss it with probation. If you feel they're not addressing it, you can always come into court.
Thank you.
All right, good luck to you.
Okay. Thank you.
You
Your Honor, I just had a quick question, just a general question. I didn't recall if you allow buying out of community service hours or not.
No, not in every case. In this case, I'm not going to allow him to buy out.
Okay.
He needs to stay busy.
Yeah, because we were discussing it and I wasn't sure if I had the correct answer because I said I thought that sometimes you allow for a food bank there or Carver
Yes.
Center.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
All right. But I will tell you, I'm saying no now to him. But if you want to come back at a different time when he's been on probation for a while, then the court will consider it.
Yes, Your Honor, and I keep in touch with him, and then if there's other amendments or things, we'll try to approach the court before it becomes a problem.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Here's the number.
Who's here on Robert Pettis?
Good night, Matt.
All right. And his mom was here in court, but she was talking to him in the box. But both parties, I do have an email from her.
Okay, no objection.
Okay. All right, we're going to go on the record. Court is calling 2023 CR 3275, State of Texas versus Robert Pettis. Can I have parties announced for the state
Hank Wilkins for the state, Your Honor.
defense?
Victor Gomez for Mr. Pettis.
And are you Mr. Pettis?
Yes, ma'am.
Going to show you what's entitled Motion to Revoke Community Supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you the same Robert Pettis who was placed on community supervision in 2023 CR 3275 for the offense of tampering with evidence on July 17, 2023 for a term of 5 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, state.
Violated condition number 41, on or about the 19th day of December 2023 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant, Roger Pettis, did then and there fail to comply with the rules and regulations of the felony drug court by failing to call the urinalysis line in violation of condition number 40.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True, ma'am.
And
Say-
Your Honor, we waive the other violations alleged in the motion.
Any objections?
No objection.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation? Excuse me, if you all cannot talk so close to the court reporter. Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 41, the court could find it true, grant the motion, and sentence you up to 5 years in prison and up to $2,000 fine? Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition 41?
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find violation of condition number 41 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
There is, Your Honor, we're asking that you deny the motion and continue the defendant on probation. And we're asking that he attends the state ISF cognitive track, followed by ISP supervision, which is the probation recommendation.
All right, and probation, that's what you're asking for?
Yes, Judge.
All right, Mr. Pettis, can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you can lower your hand. State your name for the record.
Robert Bettis.
All right, why are you not following the court's instructions and following the rules on probation?
Well, I was just real depressed about my daughters. I mean, this is the longest time I ever been without them. And
Whose fault is that?
yes, ma'am, I understand.
So you can't come to court and saying, I'm depressed about my daughters, and this is the longest time I've been without them. And the reason why you're without them is because of your own actions.
Yes, ma'am, I understand.
So that's no excuse. So why are you not doing what you need to do on probation? You want to go to prison?
No, ma'am, no, ma'am.
So why are you not doing what's being asked of you? I don't understand.
I was just real depressed and I forgot to call.
How can you forget to call and you're looking at 5 years prison?
I tried my best, man, and then I was just like, it was overwhelming. I don't know. I mean, I apologize. I know all my excuses ain't good enough. I know.
No.
I could do. I'm just trying to do better in my life, and I think this ISF will help me do it.
And you know felony, and you know the reason why felony drug court wouldn't accept you, right? And it's based upon some of the allegations in the motion that probation, that the state is not proceeding on. You understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
So, you all are saying ISF? All right, the court will deny the motion. Alternate amend conditions to include ISF and the UA hotline until further notice. Is there anything else?
Nothing further from the defense.
All right, is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
No,
Your attorney is not on probation, you are. Is there anything else that you need?
I'm just planning to do better with my life and follow all the directions. I messed up. I do agree, and it's my fault, and I do accept the responsibilities, and I'm just willing to do better.
All right, good luck to you.
All right, thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
And we keep it working like Oouchie the boss. We tryna catch up like we hit us a fault. We gotta win, ain't taking no loss.